Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. David Lucas here. Today, we're going to be reviewing Lucifer Season 1. Now, Lucifer was a show that I wasn't really interested in at first. I had no desire to watch it, but a lot of people always recommended it to me. A lot of people said the show's awesome, but I still had no desire to watch it. Up until a few days ago, I was scrolling through Netflix looking for a movie to binge or a show to binge, and I ended up coming across Lucifer, and I decided, okay, I'll give it a shot. And let me tell you, first 5 minutes into the show, I just absolutely fell in love with this show. This show is great so far. I absolutely love Season 1. Season 1 was amazing. I actually ended up watching a couple episodes of Season 2 before I could review this one because I was just so hooked on it. But I only watched like one episode, so that was it of Season 2. But Season 1, oh my god, Season 1 was amazing. And now Lucifer centers around a guy named Lucifer who was an angel in heaven, and he got cast out of heaven, sent to hell, and had to basically control hell and became the devil that we all know him to be. He left hell to go to Los Angeles and become a real human, basically a real human, and run a nightclub, and he's basically all about sex and drugs and money and manipulating people. He eventually teams up with a police detective, Chloe Decker, and they end up teaming up, and they start taking down bad guys together because that's what he wants to do. That's what he does. Now, the thing that I really love about this show is the character of Lucifer. The character of Lucifer is just done so well. He is such a charismatic and basically an asshole, but a good asshole. Someone who you actually probably would like and want to hang out with all the time. At least for me, I'd likely hang out with him. And he's portrayed in a really different way than what we usually would see, the devil and Lucifer portrayed as. He's not necessarily a bad guy. He's not necessarily likes to do things. There's even episodes in there where he says that he doesn't enjoy killing. He doesn't like killing. He's actually frowns upon killing. Like those satanic cults that always, in his name and all that stuff and killing his name. He doesn't like any of that stuff because that's not really who he is in this show. He's not portrayed like that. He's just more of the guy who takes down bad guys and tortures sinners. And that's what he is. And to me, that's a really interesting and cool way to go about it, I think. I thought it worked out really good, actually. I thought the actor portrayed this role perfectly, in my opinion. I thought it was just really done good, and all of his supporting characters too, like Chloe Decker, I said, the cop detective, Maze, and his brother, they're all good, and his psychiatrist, they're all good characters in the show, and they're all enjoyable to watch on screen when they're under separate parts. And I think it's done really good. They interact all good together. They all have good chemistry. This show is all around good chemistry with all the characters, and all the actors portray the roles magnificent, in my opinion. There's one really cool gag in the show that I really like. I like how Lucifer basically just tells people straight up that, yes, I'm the devil, I'm Lucifer and all that, and people kind of just look at him and they're like, they don't really believe him, but they just go with it, and they're like, oh yeah, you're Lucifer, yeah, whatever, and they don't really believe him, but he constantly still is announcing it, yes, I'm Lucifer, I'm the devil, whatever. No one ever believes him at all, and they just pretend they do, and I think that's just a really funny gag throughout the whole show. The show is very comedy driven, but at the same time, it knows how to integrate drama in here and serious tones in this when it's really should be a comedy show, but they just integrate them really good together. And I think they do it in a really good way to where it's like there's a scene where it's a comedy scene, and then right after that, something really serious happens, and it feels natural, it feels good, it feels actually really great, actually. I really like how they do that, and that's really hard to do because a lot of shows and movies try to do that, and it don't really work out a lot, but with this show, it works out a lot. I don't know how they do it, but it works for me, and I really appreciate that it does, because like I said, it doesn't happen a lot, but in this show, it does, and they do it in a perfect way, like better than most things I ever seen it done. I love the comedy in there. The comedy is really good. I find myself laughing my ass off all the time, and especially with the serious tones too. When the serious tones come, it's serious and it's dark, and you are really feeling the pain and the emotion that this character's feeling, or certain characters are feeling throughout the show when it happens, and you really get that emotional punch to it, which is so good and very important. And I love that they do that so good. You really get a lot of character development with the character of Lucifer. Throughout the whole show, you're basically seeing him learn how to become more and more human-like. You begin to see him start growing emotions and attachments towards people, which he never really felt before. And he actually starts liking to stay on Earth. He likes living on Earth. He doesn't really necessarily want to go back to hell. He wants to stay here. And you end up finding that he's becoming more human and more natural, and it's really nice and a sweet touch to it. I think it's really good. Like I said, this show just hits it all on like all the check marks on what it should be doing, and it's done so good on every front. I'm really interested to see where the show goes, and because I'm just completely hooked on it, like I can hardly stay away from it. I'm gonna probably end up binging season 2 and season 3 all together, because this is just so good, and you can't really leave, because there's not one single episode a filler episode. I feel like every single episode is for the story, and none of it is filler. At least for season 1 so far, none of it has been filler. And I really hope it stays like that throughout the rest of the series, because I just cannot wait to finish this. The show is charming and got me from the very first 5 minutes of episode 1. So I am now a Lucifer fan. I am completely hooked on the show. I think season 4 should be coming out soon on Netflix, I believe. So I can't wait for that. I'm catching up, and I can't wait for season 4 to come. And I honestly wish there were more seasons out right now, because it kind of makes me sad when there's only 3 seasons or 2 seasons on right at the time. So you want to binge it, and then you end up stopping halfway through, and you have to wait for more episodes to come. But oh well, this show's so worth it. I can't wait to see more of it. I can't wait for season 2. I can't wait for season 3. And I can't wait till season 4 eventually comes out. So stay tuned for more Lucifer reviews coming to you soon. Thank you guys for watching.